Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of my vlogging, my journey of vlogging. In today's video, in today's vlog, I'm gonna take you guys yet again through another training session, but this time I'm gonna do something different, and I'm going to explore double threshold training. Now, I never did double threshold training before. I'm going to try it. And for those of you that don't know what double threshold training is, double threshold is basically where you do two thresholds in one day. You get your aerobic threshold, which is your zone 2 type of running. Then you get tempo threshold, and then you get lactate threshold. Tempo threshold is anything between 80 to 85, and then your lactate threshold is about 85 to 90%, and then your VO2 max is your max output, which is 100%, which is equivalent to your race pace. But I'm going to be very conservative. I'm going to be very conservative with double threshold, because I don't want to do something, especially that it's new to me. I don't want to do something that's gonna, at the end of the day, get myself injured, because I can't afford to get any injuries now. So I'm going to go the conservative way. I'm going to do one threshold with my boys at the school, and yeah, so that result will be anything between 75 to 80%, and I think that for me to run between 75 and 80% will be very effective, and it will also have less impact, and it is also very safe to do. And then I'm going to try to do my second threshold tonight, which is going to be lactate threshold. So I'm going to run between 85 to 90% of my max output, but I'm gonna do 400 meter repeats. And the reason why I'm doing 400 repeats is because I'm going to feel that threshold only for about 60 to 68, even 70 seconds, for 70 seconds of the run. And I think that is also a very safe approach. But I really want to try this thing of double threshold. So double threshold is training is a method that the Norwegians came up with. It's a philosophy that was explored by the Ingebrigtsen brothers, their father, Gert Ingebrigtsen, and I think it helped them very well in their athletic ability today, because Jakob is literally one of the best, or even the best in the world. And then most of the Europeans are doing double threshold training, and most of the Americans are doing double threshold training. They're even doing double threshold training now in the American high school, part of the American high school programs. So for me as a senior, and those high schoolers are running 13:35, and that is my personal best, and I didn't run my personal best with any double threshold training. So I'm going to explore this thing. I'm going to try out this new philosophy and see if it's going to benefit and help me. So yeah, it helped a lot of others. It helped the Americans. It helped the Europeans. I don't know. Yeah, there is a small percentage of the East Africans that are also doing it. I was in Kenya in 2016 in Kaptagat, which is basically where Eliud Kipchoge is based at. I wasn't in their base, but I was in the same area. I was like 100 meter walking distance away from where they were, and I spoke to a lot of guys there, and the Kenyans are clearly not doing double threshold training. Yeah, the Kenyans, they have their own philosophy, but I think that is a topic for another day. But yeah, stay tuned, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy this season or this vlog.
Ay, 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 ay.
We did 2 minutes on, 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, 2 minutes on, and then we rested about 2 minutes between every set. I think the boys completed 4, which I think is a very quality session, especially for the phase of training that we are in, and we are looking forward to the rest of the season. I mean, everyone, 100% of the guys finished with us. I don't know whether Denver want to just eat and say something.
I just want to say, without commitment, you will never start. Without consistency, you will never finish.
Tanko.
Hi guys, okay, so today was my first attempt doing the double threshold run. I can say that I completed the run. I just had to do my second threshold a little bit later, and now in Cape Town it's getting dark quite earlier. So I started at 6 p.m. With my warm-up, and by that time it was already dark, and I couldn't create any content. But I went to go do 20 times 400 meter repeats. I split it up into 2 sets. So it was 10 times 400 meters with 1 minute rest in between, and then I did one lap jog in 400 meters, and then I continued with the last 10. I must say my body actually responded very well, but I think it also responded that well because I was very conservative in my approach this morning. I ran with the schoolboys, and we were doing 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, and then 1 minute on, and then we rested 2 minutes after one set. We did 4 of that, and that was also very controlled. That was about 70% of my 70 to 75% of my max output, and that is why I pushed my body to 20 times 400 meter repeats. So I think overall it was a day very well spent in terms of training. So yeah, for the next 2 days I'm just going to take it very easy. In fact, tomorrow I'm just going to do a single run and then try to do a double run on Thursday, and then maybe hit another double threshold this week, because my plan is to start doing 2 double thresholds within 1 week, and then maybe take 2 weeks of single workouts, and then after that just hit another double threshold, just to see how my body responds. And I mean, I am in the final and last stage of my career, and I think this time is the right time for me to take some risk, because I think I matured very well as an athlete, and I think I'm much stronger than I was before. So yeah, the 400 meter repeats, I can say I did it in an average of 72 seconds per 400 meters, which is anything close to 3 minutes per kilometer, or just under 3 minutes per kilometer, and that is basically 80% of my max output. So yeah, I think it was very good. It was very good for me to try this thing. As you guys can see, it's been a long day. I am tired, and also the other reason why I went a bit later, because we also had some coaching meetings at the school after my session with the boys, and I think that also took some strain on my body. And then the head coach, Coach Zola, stick me for coffee and a croissant. I think that helped a lot, pushing up the glycogen, and also my energy levels. And when I got home, I ate a very good, that was a late lunch. That also set me well for the threshold number 2. But any advice, I think, if you are a runner and you are a well-established runner and you didn't try the double threshold yet, I think give yourself a shot. The threshold shouldn't be perfect. You shouldn't run like exactly 75 or exactly 80% of your max output. Anything close to that, if you go faster, it can be with 1 second faster. I'm determining my results based on time and not my blood sugar levels. So yeah, and I think that is an effective way, because it also gave me an opportunity to read my body, because I can literally feel once I am about to go into the red zone. In fact, I did 90% of my 400 meters just below my red zone, and then I allowed my body for the last 2 400 meter repeats just to pick up. And the second last 400 meters, I did it on 10k race pace, which was 68 seconds, which is 250 per kilometer, and that will give me about 28:20 pace over 10k. And then the last one, I did it comfortably in 64, which is my 5,000 meter race pace, just to also introduce that speed gradually, because I am going to do a 10k in the next 4 weeks at Durban, which is a race that I want to at least get close to my personal best time of 29. My current season's best that I do have is 28:47, and I think with my current performances, anything faster than 28:47 to 28:30 will be reachable. But yeah, it all depends on how the body responds on the day. But thank you guys for still sticking around. Thank you for following. Thank you for reacting on my post and for liking my post, and also for subscribing to my channel. If you find this today's session helpful, I think you can hit the comment section. If you want to know more, if you want to improve more on specific things, I think the comment section is open for any questions, and then I'll try to cover more topics. But like I said, this is my beginning of this journey. This is the beginning of me sharing my knowledge. This is only my second vlog, and I think there is much more. And I think the sweetest part of this whole journey is 4 to almost 6 months ago, I was on my lowest, and I am on the journey of becoming an Olympian. And if you starting with me now, I think it's just going to be very beautiful to have you guys with me on this journey to experience everything. And I mean, if I do get that qualifier in the next 3 years in 2028, then you guys know exactly where I started, and you guys know exactly how I did it from the beginning to the end. But thank you very much for hanging around, and thank you for your support to my channel. Until next time. Okay, bye.